Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wide Gaming. Today, we have some more good news from the team at Far From Home, the developers of Forever Skies. This dev blog that they put out today is pretty damn cool, and it talks a lot more about the earlier stages of the game, which is quite interesting. I'm quite happy to see this. This is good. We've seen a lot of stuff where we're high above the clouds, which I thought would be sort of starting areas. Turns out that's not. That's sort of mid-range gameplay, which is quite cool. You start at the bottom, in a nutshell, and you've got to work your way up. Very interesting. Let's have a look at what the team has to say. Greetings scientists, it's time to switch gears and talk about vertical gameplay in Forever Skies. Vertical gameplay plays a big role in the world above the dust, as it is essentially tied to progression in the game. There are many different size structures that you can find throughout the world, from smaller locations that barely break out of the dust with standard items, to structures that are slightly more intimidating, harder to reach and contain better resources. So how you gain the ability to reach maximum altitude? Well, you're going to need some turbines. So as we can see here, this is quite different to the stuff that we've seen beforehand. Before, we're way above the dust, there's nothing down at the bottom there, and everything looks nice, crisp, clean, and we can see basically a nice cloud, a nice layer. So we are way out, we're nice and safe. And as you can see here, there is a max altitude. So once we've obviously gone as high as we can go, this symbol will pop up and we probably won't be able to go any higher. Whether engine will fail or you'll stall or something like that, yet to be seen. It would be cool to see something along those lines, a stall feature, for when you do try and go too high. Then it takes a couple of seconds for your engines to kick back in, because then that's a bit more, it's a bit of a punishment as well, which I think it could be good. Now without the turbines, your maximum altitude is limited. You'll be able to fly only slightly higher than the dust. Be aware, dropping just a few meters below into the dust will cause your airship to take damage from the toxic conditions. You're basically at dust level during the early stages, relying on distant shapes and lights to guide you through the green volumetric haze that obscures your vision. However, once you have explored for some time at this low altitude, you will gain the necessary resources to craft turbines. These low-level locations still contain rare resources and interesting tech from the past, so they are worth your time exploring. And once you've printed some 3D turbines, the other way around, once you've 3D printed some turbines, you'll be free to place them almost anywhere on your airship. Each turbine will boost your altitude reach. Being able to fly higher will mean you are able to land at some more advanced locations. So that's cool. As you can see there, they're crafting the turbines. And then, you are just placing them. So we've got engines and turbines. The image there looks exactly the same for both of them. Maybe that's just for now. That's cool though, I like that. We just 3D print them and then take them out and bish bash bosh, plop them on. Looks like we're going to need a hell of a lot of resources to actually craft these things though. Synthetics, metals, okay. Alright, cool. Now from this point, the horizon becomes visible. The world opens up to you and you will gain wider access to new locations across the world. You're no longer relegated to drifting through the toxic haze. With new locations for you to explore and dangers to face, it's up to you where you want to go first. So this is what I was talking about. As you can see here, you do come out of the haze, and in a lot of the footage that we've seen, nice and clear above that, and then that just looks like a nice clouded layer down below, which is very nice. It looks pretty. And we've not seen so many structures before as well in one frame. Look at that. That's insane. So much out there. I'm hoping we can explore all of these little bits, even the smaller ones, just like these ones down here, and there's something to each and every one. I do hope that it's not a copy and paste sort of thing. But from what we've seen so far, it does look like they're all going to be pretty unique. Some of them are going to tell a bit of a story, others are going to be a little bit more loot based, so you go in, you just grab a load of stuff and resources, and then like I said, others are going to tell a bit of a story and you're going to find some creepy stuff there to help you learn what's happened, which is quite interesting. Now there are many secrets and dangers that you will encounter on different altitudes, and being able to gain entry will be essential to your journey and the advancement of your airship. What do you think these locations may offer? What do you hope to discover? As always, we hope you enjoyed this little dive into how vertical gameplay works in Forever Skies. Be sure to let us know your thoughts and leave a post like if you enjoyed it. Now, I like that. It's quite cool. So there is a sort of progression in the way of getting higher above the clouds, which is nice. We don't start off somewhere really high and then there's just a select few little buildings that we have to work to with turbines. So I do like that. I think that's quite smart. It's going to be fun and definitely make the gameplay a little bit longer. Obviously, you can't just go everywhere at the start, which is brilliant. There's also some turbine concept art here, which I do like the look of those. I think they're very, very cool. Especially the underside. I think that looks quite smart. And then on top there, it just looks clean. Yeah, I like them. They look very, very, very futuristic, which is cool. Very sciencey. I like that design. I think this is obviously one they've settled on, and that's obviously one that's hanging off the sides a little bit more. They're very, yeah, I like that. It looks cool. I can't wait to actually see this stuff in action. So excited. I'm hoping. Obviously, they haven't changed their release margin, so it's still saying 2022. So, I mean, we're halfway through the year, so there's still a lot of time. Whether they'll be running betas or anything like that, don't know. Or obviously they'll be doing some sort of testing. But when stuff like that will take place is yet to be seen. Hopefully, we do get to see something pretty soon. Some more gameplay, maybe. A little bit more into. I'd love a release date. That's all. I am waiting for that. I cannot wait for a release date because then that puts a time to it of how long we got to wait. At the moment, everything is up in the air. But we'll see. We'll see. But today, though, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to leave that one there. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. If you do want to support the channel a little bit further, consider becoming a member. All of the Far From Home and Forever Skies links are in the description below, as well as my socials too. So if you want to check those out, feel free. Thanks for watching. I've been Wyatt, you've been awesome, and we'll see you very soon for some more Forever Skies.